Whoa, that is hot. It is currently 31 degrees C, which I'm not going to translate to Fahrenheit for you. You can do that yourself. My brain doesn't work that well in the heat. But what better thing to do on a lovely day like this than to go and watch some golf? Kind of. Mary, we're going to need a GoPro. Sun lotion also. Mary, dog lead. Oh, and by extension, car keys. Oh. That'll be me driving then. Family road trip. Oh. Okay, so these aren't actually golfers. Go on, in. Go on. They're not actually golfers, but to understand the link, I'm going to take you back about 2 weeks to when I received an email that I'd say the majority of triathletes absolutely dread. The thing is, for triathletes with sinky legs, which I'll be honest is most of us, what a wetsuit does is it gives us that much needed buoyancy. Basically, it hides a multitude of sins when it comes to technique and allows us to actually compete. You take away a wetsuit from me, I'm so much slower. Is that nice? In layman's terms, what a wetsuit does is it probably makes you faster than you should be. Wetsuit or non-wetsuit?
Wetsuit, definitely.
Our wetsuit or non-wetsuit?
I'll go wetsuit.
Wetsuit.
See, me too. Wetsuit or non-wetsuit?
Non-wetsuit.
And naturally, when I found out I would be swimming in the European Championships without a wetsuit, I did what any self-respecting triathlete would do and went into full panic mode. And I did what I should have done months ago, and that's where the link to golf comes in. This is supposedly the temperature that it's going to be in Romania, so I have to go in non-wetsuit, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, it's not too bad actually. It's not too bad. I can deal with this. It's just squelchy under feet. What's up? Come get me. Come on. The thing is, my point being, I guess, that you can't treat swimming like you could treat cycling, where to get stronger and to get better as a cyclist, arguably you go out and you do more miles. Obviously you have some targeted sessions, but more miles in the leg means, thanks Minnie, means a better cyclist. With swimming, it's different because very much like golf, it's a technique sport. You could go and beast yourself for miles and miles and miles, just checking Winnie's not gone under the drop. You could go and beast yourself for miles and miles and miles, and you might get a little bit faster because you've got a bit of swim fitness, but you're not going to reach your potential, let's say, and you're certainly not going to get really fast because technique is what you need to work on in swimming. I'm not actually going swimming today, but I think it'll just look cool if I swim off into the distance like some really good, slick swimmer. You ready? First up, on Monday, I went to see John Yates, who owns Swim Motion, at his house where he's got an infinity pool and video analysis. I felt it was really important to see for myself what I looked like in the water, and I left that session with some interesting and helpful takeaways. On the Wednesday, I took a kind offer of help from Helen Dudman, who runs the swim school at my new school and has been coaching swimming for a lot of years, so her eyes would also be very valuable. Again, I left with some really helpful tips and good feedback. And then finally, I had a quick chat over FaceTime with my coach Steve and took on board his feedback. Of course, everyone saw slightly different aspects, but what I was looking for was common themes from all of them. That was where my focus should be. And if you look at my analysis, you'll see my focus now for the next few weeks is to elevate my head position in the water, as they all agreed that it was too low, to initiate my catch a little earlier, and to make sure that my right hand is entering in line with my shoulder to avoid it crossing the midline and me rotating. Now, I can't fix all of my technique flaws, but if I aim to improve my efficiency, I'll get out of the water a lot fresher for the rest of the race. This is nice, wasn't it?
That was so good.
That's good for the soul, that, swimming, I think. We're waiting for Mary to come back with the takeaway now. Yes, I'm getting a takeaway, but it is healthy. Chicken sheesh. Well, the next bit sure didn't go to plan, because it's now the next morning, and I'll explain this in a second. It's now the next morning, and we were just heading out to see my dad for a coffee, just in a catch-up before I go to Romania next weekend, and we just broke down. So we've been sitting at the side of the road. Luckily my dad came to collect us and bring us home, but the car's still out there. So our whole morning plans obliterated. I was planning on finishing the vlog this morning, and now it's kind of already ticking into the afternoon. On the Sunday, we were going out for a coffee. That didn't happen, so we had to go and get these from the local convenience store, just one of those Costa Expresses. But for us at the moment, because we had such a bad night's sleep because of the heat, this is better than nothing. Anyway, I digress somewhat. I just wanted to sum up my thoughts on whether it is worth getting a swim analysis. I really think they will be beneficial, because over time your body gets into bad habits. It just does that, you know. Even though I know the perfect swimming technique, you don't know what you're doing in the water. Like, I know how to swim, but my body doesn't know how to put what is in my brain exactly technically right into my body, if that makes sense. So I don't know if the technique is bang on. So getting a video analysis, getting people to watch you is absolutely priceless. Even if they can just give you one or two things like I've had given to me this week, that might help you just save that little bit of time, a little bit more efficiency in the water, so that you can get swimming and get out of the water fresh rather than, you know, exhausted or bedraggled like I generally want to get out of the water. So yeah, a swimming analysis is worth it. You have to treat swimming like you would treat golf, and that is technique work. You can only go so far on just going swimming. So I would recommend a swim analysis, definitely, like I would recommend a bike fit. It's all technical little bits and bobs that will really kind of help you, I think, and are really worth the spend. You know what? Hang on. I am 50 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully, I can be there very soon, and I'm going to do something quite special for the 1,000 mark, but I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. So get subscribed, share the videos if you think that they'll add value to you, follow along on the journey. I've got my European Championship race next weekend in Romania, which is my B race, believe it or not. My A race is Copenhagen in middle of August, and that is my first and last Ironman. So if you want to keep up with the journey, if you want to find out how I train, how I fuel, what I do, how I sleep, all the things around it, how I pack for an overseas race, then get subscribed, and I'll see you on Tuesday.